Hello students, how are you? In this video we will be starting the new chapter, that is electric current and its effect. Okay, in this chapter we will be studying when the current flows through a circuit, what are the changes in it. Okay, what do we mean by an open circuit, closed circuit, etc. We will be discussing about electric bell, its working, okay, its component, and different things related to the electric current. Okay, so let's start the chapter electric current and its effect. The first topic that we'll be discussing is electronic components and their symbols. The first electric component is the electric cell. How it can be represented? The symbol is given. You can see the big terminal, that is bigger in length, that is the positive terminal, and the short terminal, it is the negative terminal. You know there are two poles in a cell, positive and a negative. So when the symbol it is drawn, then in a symbol this long, the thin and the long one, it is said to be the positive terminal, and the short and that is represented as thick one, that is said to be the negative terminal. Okay, next is electric bulb. In a circuit, electric bulb is represented by the following symbol. Third, or you can say third and fourth, these are when the circuit is on or off. So you can see when the two ends of the wire are connected, then it is said to be in switch on position, and when these are not connected, or you can say when it is opened, then it is said to be in off position. So this is the name given to open and closed circuit. Okay, in the fourth one, that is in off position, the current will not flow. Why? Because the path is not complete, and for the electric current to flow, the path need to be complete. But in third case, that is in on position, the current will flow completely. Why? Because it will have a complete path to flow. Clear? So this one, third and fourth, is the switch on position, and fourth one is the switch off position. Then comes the battery. Now what is battery? It is defined as the combination of cells. Okay, if when I told you the cell, I hope you remember that symbol for the cell. It was like one of that. Okay, and what is the battery? It is a combination of two or more than two cells. It may be more than that. Okay, so the combination of two or more than two cells, that is known as to be battery. So you can see the symbol as it is. And next component is the wire. Very important component, because the electric current flows through the wire, and importantly through which wire? Mainly copper wire. Okay, because copper, it is a metal, and metals are good conductor of electricity as well as heat. Okay, so these are the different representation, or we can say the different symbols of the electric component. First, the electric cell. I hope it is clear. The big one is the positive terminal, and the short one is the negative terminal. Okay, or you can say the long one is the positive and the short one is the negative terminal. Then is the electric bulb. Third is switch on. Fourth is switch off position. Fifth one, battery. As I told you, that the combination of two or more than two cells, it is known as battery. Then is wire. Now, an electronic component can be an element of an electric circuit that helps in its functioning. The electric circuit allows electricity to flow through it and is used to provide electricity for various purposes, such as running electric motors, providing electricity to a bulb or a fan, and generating heat. Okay. Now, two things. Electronic component, it can be any element of an electric circuit that helps in its functioning. Okay, that is said to be an electronic component. What is electric circuit? It is a path which allows the current to flow. Okay, so the electric circuit, it allows electricity to flow, because you know when the current will be flowing, then only the electricity is flowing. Okay, so the electric circuit allows electricity to flow through it and is used to provide electricity for various purposes. There may be various purposes. Okay, that is electricity to bulb, running motors, and generating heat, etc. A battery is defined as a combination of two or more cells. In a battery, the negative terminal of one cell is connected to the positive terminal of the next cell, and so on. Okay, I told you when two or more than two cells, they are combined, that is known as battery. So it is defined as a combination of cells And in the battery, the negative terminal of one cell is connected to the positive terminal of the next cell, and so on. Batteries are used in several devices such as toys, remote control torches, and transistors. Okay. So the negative terminal of one cell connected to positive terminal of the next cell. You can also see in the diagram, this fifth one, you can see the short one, that is the negative terminal, is connected to the positive terminal, that is big one, of the next cell. Okay. So read these points again and then we'll be moving forward. Now you can see the diagram of batteries. A part, the battery of 2 cells, and B is the battery of 4 cells. Now you can see in the diagram it is clearly given that the positive and the negative, two opposite terminals are connected to each other. Okay, you might have seen the torch that were used earlier, in which they were used to be the batteries. Then you can see when we put the cells in it, wherein the opposite end touch each other. Okay, so that's what it is trying to say, that the negative terminal touch the positive terminal. Okay, whether it is a 2 cell battery, 3 cell battery, or a 4 cell battery, only the combination will only work only if the positive and negative terminals are connected to each other. Okay, connecting two cells together to make a battery. You can see how it is connected now. If they are connected to the through the wire, the wire from the upper part is connected to the lower of the next part, and then so on continuously. Okay, so it is the combination of two cells that is working together to make a battery. So I hope now by the diagram it is clear to you how the cells are connected to make a battery. Next is drawing an electric circuit diagram. See, on one hand, on the left hand side, it is an electric circuit, whereas on the right hand side, it is the diagram of electric circuit. Okay, now these symbols that were discussed earlier, those are same symbols. Okay, there's a battery which is shown as a positive and the negative terminal, then there is a bulb, it is shown, and then the key is shown, which is whether it is in on condition or off condition. If we talk about this particular circuit, we can say that this is in switch on condition because the current can easily flow. Okay, so it is the electric circuit diagram. If it would have been open, means the circuit would have been broken, then it would have been in switch off position and the current would not have been flown. An electric circuit can be drawn on a paper with the help of symbols that are used for representing the electronic components. Such a representation of an electric circuit using its symbols is called an electric circuit diagram. Okay, so electric circuit, it can be drawn on paper with the help of symbols that are used for representing electronic components that we have already discussed, and such representation of electric circuit using its symbol is called electric circuit diagram. The electric circuit diagram consists of a key that acts as a switch for the circuit, and the key can be placed anywhere in the circuit. Based on the key, the circuit can be of two types, that is open circuit and the closed circuit. Open circuit. When the key is switched off or open, the circuit is said to be in an open circuit as it is incomplete. Okay, and in such cases the current will not flow, and the bulb, if it is connected, it will remain switched off. Second, closed circuit. When the key is switched on or closed, the circuit is said to be a closed circuit as it is complete, and in such condition there will be a complete path for the current to run, and if the current will run throughout the path, then the electricity will flow and eventually it will result in the glowing of the bulb. So the glowing of the bulb also indicate whether the circuit is complete or incomplete. If the current is not flowing because of the breakage of the circuit, then it is said to be incomplete. Okay, so two conditions of the key, that is the open circuit and the closed circuit. When the key is not connected to the next one, means the two wires are not connected and the path is incomplete, because so the current cannot flow and the bulb will not glow. And in the closed circuit, the key is switched on, or when it is connected, the current will flow throughout the path and it will have a complete path to flow, and the bulb will glow. The electric circuit shown here consists of a bulb. The bulb has a wire present inside it called the filament. Okay, the wire of the bulb, it is called filament. And when the this filament breaks, then we say that the bulb is fused. Okay, so this wire is very important for the bulb. So read this point, students, about the circuit diagram, and then we will be moving forward. Now next is what happens when the filament of a bulb breaks. You can see the diagram of a bulb. You can see it consists of a glass bulb. Inside there is a filament, then the fitting and the support. So when we're discussing what happens when the filament of the bulb breaks. When the filament of the bulb breaks, the circuit of the bulb becomes incomplete, and when the circuit will become incomplete, the current will not flow, and hence the bulb will not glow, as it will not receive any electricity. Clear? So I hope it is clear whatever the topic has been covered in this video. In the next video we will be continuing this chapter. Okay students, till then stay inside your house, take care of yourselves, keep studying, and have a nice day. Okay, thank you.